power, which could cause market tremors. What's the buzz then? In order to maintain the yearly rate at 2.4% and 2.8%, economists anticipate a 0.2% monthly increase in the headline CPI and a 0.3% increase in the core CPI. Why is this important? In the world of cryptocurrency, these figures serve as a kind of compass. If inflation is more than anticipated, it may be a sign that the Fed will maintain its high interest rates for some time, which might put pressure on cryptocurrencies. Here's the deal. If inflation reaches or exceeds projections, it will significantly increase cryptocurrency values by stoking expectations of more rate cuts in the future. And let me tell you, June is the month, I'm calling it right now. There will be rate reductions soon. They are already occurring all across the world. I am placing my bet on June, or at the latest July, but I am placing my bet on June. Take note of what I say. When that rate decrease expires, Powell and Trump will have little option except to take action and watch as the market soar. Here we're talking about significant upside potential. Here's some fresh news after that. The acquisition of Canada's leading cryptocurrency trading platform by Robinhood was a powerful move, isn't it? Yes, Mr. Wonderful from Shark Tank is connected to this, in case you were wondering. This is undoubtedly his move. Let's discuss Wonderfy. What is its size? Enormous. The capped amount of client assets under custody is $2 billion, $400 million, 0 cents, which is 14% more than it was in December 2024. Over $3 billion, $570 million, 0 cents CAD was traded in cryptocurrency in FY24, a 28% increase over FY23 figures. They were caught by Robinhood as it swooped in, had about $179 million, 0 cents USD for $250 million, 0 cents. This is a strategic move in the Canadian cryptocurrency exchange market, not simply any acquisition. One significant player is Wonderfy. Don't undervalue this. Here, Robinhood is obviously taking significant action. One of the most interesting altcoin charts at the moment was given by Donald. What is he eyeing? You guessed it. After wiping out earlier range lows, XRP is currently at 1. If the market continues to be positive, XRP is poised for a breakout. Donald's goal is around 272. The 10-cent difference is what I'm aiming for, 282. But that's where the magic happens in crypto. To put it bluntly, 10 pennies vanishes in an instant. What is the current situation with XRP? Then it's easy. It must remain stable at that $2.50 level. We're watching for the next push as everyone expects Bitcoin to rise. The spark that ignites it can be alt CPI. Hey, do you recall Robbie Mitchnick? He is currently at BlackRock, but he was once with Ripple. Fun fact, he recently underlined the significant role tokenization would play in the future while speaking at the SEC's Crypto Roundtable. Listen to Robbie. The Bitwise physical XRP ETF, the XRP versus ETH chart, and yes, the possibility of a $10 0 cent XRP will be our next topics of discussion. I have been actively involved in this matter for the past many months and in many cases years. In addition, I sincerely hope you will accept my apologies for my role in sabotaging 2023's Christmas and 2024's New Year's during the hectic period leading up to the Bitcoin ETP launches the following week. At BlackRock, we want to help more individuals make better investments, including making it possible for more people to efficiently access investment possibilities, therefore democratizing access to investing. And we firmly believe that digital assets and tokenization might play a significant part in that. I won't reiterate some of the many insightful and perceptive arguments made by my fellow panelists because I'm last on this opening. Instead, I'll highlight a single concrete example to highlight the possibilities of this technology. Additionally, that pertains to the tokenized stable value yield fund that we jointly issued in March 2024 with Securitize, our tokenization agent in that area. I believe that the word tokenization agent is more appropriate in this situation than transfer agent. What a reliable value yield fund that was released. Hello, did you see Robbie yesterday at the SEC meeting? This is making waves since Austin shared it. By June, he believes XRP will reach $10 0 cents. 0 cents. This is the chart. Similar calls are being made by many people. By June, I personally think it will be between $4 0 cents and $6 0 cents. Am I mistaken? Of course. Here's the main lesson. Although my forecast doesn't determine the outcome, all indications suggest that XRP is preparing for a huge spike in June. Let's now discuss ETH. Some people like to criticize Ethereum, saying that it is dying, but here's the problem. XRP is a beneficiary when ETH pumps. Examine the chart of XRP to ETH, it's as obvious as day. XRP will only increase in value if ETH rises to 8,000, 0 cents, 0 cents, or perhaps $12,000, 0 cents, 0 cents. For XRP, a strong ETH signifies great things, whether you like it or not. The market is usually in cycles with big capitalization like XRP coming after Bitcoin and Ethereum. Profits are rotated by traders and investors. Ethereum gains momentum as money pours into it. Additionally, those gains trickle down to other significant alts like XRP as it rises higher. There is more gasoline for XRP's ascent the higher ETH rises. Additionally, the XRP to ETH chart is really explosive. Consider ETH to be XRP's rocket fuel. It's a momentum game, remember that. Let's move on to some really important news. Bitwise recently revealed a physical exchange traded fund ETF for XRP. Why does this matter so much? When an ETF is physical, it signifies that it owns the underlying assets rather than merely tracking them. This isn't an ETF for spots. We are discussing a fund that purchases and holds actual XRP directly. The ramifications are enormous. You've been waiting for an ETF like this. In reality, they will purchase XRP and safely keep it in cold wallets. None of that trading in futures where you merely deal with contracts rather than the actual item. Why is this important? It's easy. Institutional investors can access XRP in a regulated manner without the inconvenience of self-custody by using a physical XRP ETF. It makes it possible for conventional investors to participate in the market in a secure manner. The worst part is still to come. Since these funds must purchase and retain XRP, demand will rise as more XRP is acquired. Prices will probably increase. The indication is unmistakably bullish. A physical XRP ETF will also send a strong statement about the increasing confidence in XRP's validity and the robustness of its market infrastructure if regulators allow it. What if Bitwise, or in this example, Blayscale, BlackRock or Grayscale, were to introduce a $1 billion 0 cents physical XRP ETF? Here's what occurs as it flows in. XRP will be purchased straight from the open market with that $1 billion, 0 cents, putting those tokens under lockdown. As a result, there was less liquid available, which might cause the price of XRP to skyrocket. Recall how prior to the halving, Bitcoin experienced its first ever all-time high in early 2024. For XRP to have its own moment, everything is in place. This goes beyond mere conjecture. It's a preview of things to come. By 2025, $8, 0 cents, $10, 0 cents, or more, XRP may be on the horizon, so buckle up, people. The countdown has started. For additional updates, remember to follow and hit like. On the next one, I'll see you.